Blues in front, drives it through the middle. One grab, two.
Well, it's just brilliant stuff once again.
High ball, hands to it. Did he get a free? Carlton with the all-important takeaway.
G'day Blues fans, I'm Simon Beaumont. Welcome to this edition of Planet Blue Rewind, Take 1. While we didn't have a great year on the field this year, we did get up to some pretty interesting things off the field. We always had a bit of fun. So let's check out all the highlights from the first half of the season.
Just wiggler, whatever you want to put.
That's pretty ordinary.
Yeah.
Surely we can come up with something better than that.
I used to be chicken legs.
Chicken legs?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Because I used to wear the tights because I used to get very cold after training, and my legs aren't all that big, so chicken legs.
Chicken legs.
Skinny?
Skinny Lavin. Why Skinny Lavin?
No explanation required.
Oh, obvious Murph, isn't it?
Yeah. We got anything else than Murph?
Nah, Juddy or Juice. I don't know where that come from.
Yeah.
Mance.
Pretty sad, isn't
It is sad. Have we got anything else, like, obviously with the accessories that you carry, does anything spring to mind?
Yeah, Rusty.
Rusty.
The Bolt.
The Bolt.
Full idiot.
Fev. Willie.
Willie, Fev, okay.
I've got a few of those. Bangers in the old days and just plain Mitch now.
Oh, he's got to be in his late 70s, doesn't he?
Well, I was thinking early 80s to late 70s.
No doubt about it.
37?
43.
50?
I think he's 53.
Oh, beer, most.
Not that we condone drinking, of course. We're professional athletes.
Beer.
Beer.
What sort of beer? Got a favourite?
Yeah, Bogues, actually.
Bogues, yeah.
Bourbon.
Orange juice.
Well, my wife's a blonde, so I'd have to say brunette.
Oh, you better be careful here.
Me,
You
mate.
better be careful.
I'm not very fussy, but
What's your partner?
yeah, blonde.
You better put blonde.
Brunette. I don't know, whatever. Whatever comes my way.
Are you on the market? Have you got a girlfriend?
I'm on the market.
Oh, okay. So those girls out there, you can write to the footy club and just send it to Simon Wiggins' fan mail. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
I will.
Both.
He's a one weird unit.
Isn't he a weird cat?
Oh, very misunderstood. One of the greatest singers of all time, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, moves all right, but what about his crook pill?
Oh, yeah, he's off tap, isn't he?
I think he's spot on. I think he's on the money, Michael Jackson. I think he's been a bit outdone by.
Misunderstood.
You reckon?
Yeah, he's hard done by. He means well.
Bit of both, I think. Weird and misunderstood.
Yeah. It's terribly misunderstood.
Yeah, just like your good self.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. If you saw Michael with kids today, because it's all about the children. That's what it's about, the children.
John Hopewadi.
Can you play against both of them at the same time?
Oh, I wouldn't really like to.
No,
No.
neither. No, that's a
Neither. No, they got some bad habits, the boys, haven't they?
Well, that's a tough question. I mean, they'll both give you a run for your money, won't they? But look, I think...
Running away from them.
Yeah, look, Peter Flandy, I've played with him in the past, so I know what he's up to and know what he's capable of. So I'd have to
Just
say-
at that awkward height, isn't he? Like, he's
a
at
bit
that...
like you at this stage. I mean, you're really straddling me. It's intimidating.
Yeah, Hopewadi, yeah.
Peter Philandia, because his thumbs aren't as big as Hopewadi's.
It's got to be Philandia, doesn't it? Little Peter Philandia. Not a bad bloke, apparently. So.
Is he a good bloke?
Yeah, I think so.
He bites people's nuts.
Yeah, he bites some plums, doesn't he? Can't be good for the game. Have to be Heidi Klum, wouldn't it? The model. You know who that is?
Yeah, I know who it is.
Oh.
She a good sort.
Magnificent.
And we'll just say hello to your lovely missus who's watching.
You're allowed to fantasise.
At the moment, I'm going through a stage where I'm liking Guns N' Roses again, so I'll probably be Slash.
Simon Fletcher and Simon Beaumont.
And why?
Just great blokes to be around.
You, Darren.
Oh, come on, Matthew.
I'm Brad Fisher and you're watching Planet Blue Rewind. And you're watching Planet Blue Rewind.
According to those within the inner sanctum of Optus Oval, Carlton's fortunes are set to change dramatically this year, and one man desperate to steer the ship is Matthew Lappin. In recent years, the high-flying forward has been known as much for his exploits off the field as on, but he's determined to tip the balance in footy's favour.
Hickmott, persistence pays, and Hickmott kicks across the face. Kuda brought it in. Lappin's a specialist at that, but it's 2 goals all.
Maddie, Olivia, obviously the light of your life. How much has she changed you since she's come into your life?
A fair bit. I mean, she's 4 and a bit now. She was born December 4, so, and it was she was born the time I changed from St Kilda to Carlton, so it was a big stage in my life. And since then, everything's been pretty good for me.
She get involved in the footy, or is she definitely a girl's girl?
Nah, she goes to the games, but more to play with the other kids at the club. She's got an affiliation with the Hickmott boys, and there's a couple of boys from Brett Ratton's got, you know, a boy now who goes to the footy, and Lance Whitnell as well. So there's a lot of kids at the footy, so you know, they have a good time and they run up and down the stairs, and they're tired by the end of the day, which is good, because when we finish the game, they go to sleep in the car.
There's no doubt he's a good man. You know, he's got a young little girl. He looks after. They knock around with my kids and that. No, he's a very sensible bloke. There's no doubt about that. He gets along with everyone here. He's down to earth. He doesn't give too much away. You know, he goes about his footy. One of the best I've seen. You know, just straight to the point. Goes out and trains hard in the gym and all that. Loves his golf, and there's no doubt he boasts about that all the time, but we take that on the chin. We see he boasts well when he plays well, obviously.
Can he play with Corey, though? Corey's the gun golfer.
That's right. He reckons he's chasing him down. He's got a new set of sticks, so he reckons he's going all right now, but we haven't seen him hit, so he always comes back and tells us he's doing all right. Just
maturity-wise, I mean, she's obviously getting older, which means that you've got to watch what you do. Is that sort of something that you think about? You got to be aware of, you know, how you act and how you are? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, it's important. You know, I mean, she's known as Olivia Lappin, so anyone thinks, well, okay, is she related in some way? So it's very important that, you know, I do the right things by her and make sure that she gets the best start in life that she can.
The indiscretions, I mean, that's very obvious of who you are as a person. A lot of people, it's almost a bit of a tag, I suppose, that you've had in the last couple of years. Do you look at that and think, well, I really want to move on? And
look, to be honest, I think it's probably a bit ridiculous how, you know, how silly and how over the top it's been. But you know, that's the game we play, and you got to wear that. But the people who know me, my family, my parents, my friends, and the guys at the footy club, you know, they know me for who and what I am. So it doesn't really bother me what anyone else thinks. And you know, if the papers want to write what they want to write, they can. And I mean, they're just trying to sell their paper, and that's fair enough. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't really care what other people think, only the people that are important to me.
There's nowhere to go. Needs the bounce here, Lappin. Back turn. They've got it on here. Favola running hard. Can the ball go all the way? It's bouncing. It's going to be a goal. A beauty. Stirring stuff.
I'm 27 now, so, you know, this is my 10th season at AFL level, so I've kind of moved into the next bracket at our footy club in terms of, you know, in terms of leadership roles, and I think, you know, the example has to be set for the younger guys, and, you know, the example I was setting for a couple of years wasn't the one that was right, so, you know, I mean, it's, you know, it's different now. I mean, I don't do as many things as I would have used to have, like I don't go out and drink with the boys as much as I used to, because I suppose, because I've been given the tag, you know, if I'm seen out having just a couple of beers, then all of a sudden I'm drunk and carrying on and, you know, throwing things around the pub or whatever. So that's just the way it goes, and, you know, I'll go out when the time's right. Yeah. You're thirsty? We'll get you a drink in a minute.
That's a comedy of errors, but he still has enough time to kick it long towards Kerr. Well, you captured the moment there, Matthew.
What about Dennis moving into the club? I mean, he's known as a no-nonsense guy. He doesn't take any crap, basically. Did he sit down and have a chat with you, or...? No, he's never even mentioned anything. You know, I think everyone just went with a clean slate with Dennis, and that's the way it should be, I suppose. And, you know, I mean, he's well respected, and
and I'm sure, you know, the players have set up a code of conduct, you know, for themselves, and it's player driven, so that, you know, if anyone steps out of line, that they suffer the consequences.
Matty's been terrific. I've really warmed to his unusual personality. I love the way he plays his football, and we hope he has a very good year for us.
You're known as Skinny Lappin. How the hell have you managed to stay in this game that's, you know, pretty much a full-on contact sport?
Look, it was hard early. I mean, the first 3 or 4 years I first got to St Kilda at 60 kilos, and but now I play at 74, 75 kilos now, so it's not really an issue for me. I can't really recall too many contests where a guy's actually pushed me out of the way because he's been, you know, much stronger than me. So if it was ever to become an issue like that, then it would be something I would have to look at. But I mean, it's just a matter. I do all the weights and everything that, you know, and you know, that everyone else does. I take the Musashi supplements and stuff, but it's more of my metabolism. I think I just can't seem to put weight on. So that's just the way it goes.
One positive thing about it is that it certainly doesn't keep you off the ground. Like,
no.
It helps you, and you love those speckies.
Yeah, I can jump a bit, I suppose, and you know, I mean, I can slip in gaps maybe that I might not be able to other times. So it's been pretty good.
Can you believe it? Your first game for Carlton. It's the opening quarter. It's the first round of 1999. You've taken, was it Mark of the Year?
Yeah, it was. It ended up getting Mark of the Year. It was a real highlight. It was the first game of the season, it was the first game of that round, so it was the first quarter of footy for the year. So, I mean, it was just adrenaline, I suppose. I haven't been able to get up that high since, so. But just to hang on to it was a real good thrill, and something I always practiced when I was a kid at school. So all my hard work paid off, and I remember having a smile on my face. It was just like, wow, you know, it was the first quarter in the MCG playing for Carlton against Essendon. It was a big moment, and to hold on to something like that was a big thrill. I ended up missing the goal, but to be truthful, I didn't really care. I was just happy to hold on to the mark.
Last year there was talk that you were possibly going to be traded, and I think it was up to you to Richmond. Why did you stay?
It wasn't a trade issue. It was just the fact that I thought I'd signed a contract with Carlton Footy Club, and because it was all so clouded, I didn't know whether I had that contract, and nobody from the club could give me the answer that I needed. So when Richmond and another club, Geelong, came and approached my manager, I had to sit down and think about it pretty seriously, because you know, this was kind of the contract that I needed to set my life up and to help set Olivia's life up. So it was an important decision for me to make. But in the end, I mean, I'm about 5 or 6 games off my 100th game for Carlton, which is important to me, and just to spend the rest of my career at the one club, and a really good club like Carlton, was important, and something that I wanted to do.
Well, some vintage Planet Blue there. It was very entertaining. I know you all agree. We have to go for a break now, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a Planet Blue Rewind.
High ball, hands to it. Did he get a free? Carlton with the all-important takeaway.
Thought the season was over? Well, this...
Well worked by the Blues. Merrington has Carlton by a goal to put the Blues in front. Drives it through the middle. One grab, two.
Well, it was just brilliant stuff once again.
High ball, hands to it. Did he get a free? Carlton with the all-important takeaway.
Welcome back to Planet Blue Rewind. Time now to take a look at some more highlights from Planet Blue from the first half of the year.
Out there and play as if it's my last game and have a crack. Hi, I'm Scott Camperelli and you're watching Planet Blue Rewind.
Some of our Carlton legends took part in an exhibition match against Collingwood here at Optus Oval.
Shepard's Keogh. Keogh hooks back to Sheldon. Sheldon will mark and go on. Sheldon will run into a goal. Bounces, kicks a goal. He's third.
In the Carlton rooms before the game, Kenny Sheldon, Ken, are you looking forward to it or not?
I'm not sure, Matty, as it's getting closer. Oh, look, it's a lot of fun. There's been a lot of fun already, and to just see the companion, the mateship of all the boys coming together is terrific.
These sort of games are a lot of fun. The boys get out there and reminisce and relive the old days, but the body seems to doesn't want to do what the head wants to do anymore.
No, I'm here stretching my calf, but it's not really responding, you know. But look, I'm sure you'll see, well, perhaps a flash of brilliance, but not too many of them.
Where are you playing, mate?
Well, would you believe they started me on the ball again, and so I'm hoping I don't have to push too hard into defence early.
Just stay around the centre, mate.
He puts slow to try and pick that ball up. There's got forward this time. Beautiful football from Buckley. And passing down to Cotogio. He's got a field. He can have another one. Into the open goal, and a great piece of football from Cotogio.
Vin Cotogio, one of the great names at Carlton, mate. So you're looking pretty fit.
Oh, it's a bit of a myth actually. It's like an old Rolls Royce, mate. You know, good on the outside, but not real good on the inside, you know. Look, you know, this is terrific. You know, just to help out the club. Yeah, fantastic.
And where will you be playing? Will you be up around the forward line, kicking some of those terrific goals?
Oh, look, I'll just probably be scouting the packs, mate, waiting for that ball to drop down and maybe see what we can do.
What are you expecting from the Collingwood boys?
Look, I think whenever we play Collingwood, it's always, you want to win. So even though it's a charity match, we're still out there to win.
And you're looking pretty fit, mate. You keeping yourself fit?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm sort of getting on now, but great to catch up with some of the great players who played here.
It's a chance for Justin Madden. It's got a lob in the square. Kernahan! As Kernahan moves in, and he's put it right through the centre. And that is the mark of a champion, and Stephen Kernahan has kicked a great goal.
Stephen Kernahan arrived a little bit late, mate.
Yeah, a little bit late. Yes, undisciplined, not used to getting here late, and got a bit carried away catching up with a few people last night.
Now, you're one of the younger Collingwood Carlton legends for the game, so I guess the fans will be expecting a fair bit from you.
I hope not, because they're not going to get a lot today. Just for the cause of the club, for the good of the club today.
And how many of these games have you played in?
None. I made my rule when I finished, that'll be it. So I'm not meant to be playing in any of those games, so I'm coming out of the time, the first time and only time.
How's the body?
Average.
Reece Jones, nowhere to go. Finds a place to go. Murphy, Corcomelis. Good move this by Carlton. Long to full forward.
And another great name for the Blues, Spiro Corcomelis. Cooker, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad. Now, are you looking forward to this?
Oh, absolutely, mate. Get out there and have a bit of reminisce with a few of the old boys, mate. Have a bit of fun.
And there's always a bit of chat out in the field. At one of these sort of games, you expect a little bit more chat than usual?
Oh, there will be, mate. I reckon there'll be a few blokes sort of talking about what they did last night, mate, like usual. So, yeah, they're looking forward to it, mate. Just catching up with a few old faces and stuff. A few legends around in the joint, mate. So, yeah, really looking forward to it. So,
where are you playing?
I'm not sure yet, mate. They haven't read the side out yet, so mightn't even got a game.
Who's playing where? You got the team? Just get out line up here. Yeah, the only thing I'd like to say, it is a Collingwood game. It is Collingwood, and I'd expect you to respond like all good Carlton blokes do, always, in these circumstances. So you'll be getting a very quick word from the runner, and there'll be a penalty. It's called a forfeiture. So if anything goes wrong, you'll be coming up and sit with me for a while. And I know that's what you're all aimed to do in the first game.
Can you play it over the PA system for us?
Yes, yeah, and there'll be no third wingers today, Ashley. No third winger trick today.
We got that covered.
No. We need Ashley to get on his back. He's got to work deep in the back half for the first time in his whole career. So enjoy your footy, boys.
You still up to it? Oh, but absolutely. Oh, yeah, well, we'll keep with the breeze, mate. Yeah, no, come on. Well, Carlton have got runners everywhere.
Yeah, just get that organised for blokes who are on and off, and if you put up your hand, I'm not making any changes unless you ask for it. So we've got 5 blokes now organised to share. So if a bloke has got a permanent partner,
a fairly experienced
we'll do something.
quarter time defence by
Come back and do it under few reps, all right?
Come on, boys.
Let's get into it, folks. Let's go. Come on.
Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. We've had a bit of fun looking back at the first half of the year on Planet Blue Rewind. Join us next time when Darren Hume checks out what happened in the second half of the year on Planet Blue. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next time.
High ball. Hands to it. Did he get a free? Carlton with the all-important takeaway.
Well
worked by the Blues. Merrington has some. Carlton by a goal to put the Blues in front. Drives it through the middle. One grab, two.
Well, it's just brilliant stuff once again.
Hi, I'm Anthony Koutafidis and welcome to the Carlton 2003 Best and Fairest. Well, tonight will Andrew McKay win his first Robert Reynolds trophy? Has Brendan Favola, who kicked over 60 goals this season, impressed enough? Or will it be a smoky that takes out the Carlton Best and Fairest Award for 2003? It's sure to be a memorable night, just like it was for last year's winner, Corey McKernan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Robert Reynolds Trophy for 2002 is Corey McKernan.
Well, two huge Carlton fans, Oz kicking around, Steen and Frankie, have managed to crash their way into the Robert Reynolds Trophy Award. They're actually over there talking to Stephen Kernan now, so let's take a look.
How are you, Stephen?
Good, mate. How are you,
Looking
mate?
very, very spunky this evening. Who's your tip for the big night, the big best and fairest?
Well, look, I hope Cooter polls well, but Andrew McKay, Cooter's had one and Macca hasn't after all these years, so I hope he gets through.
Any hope for a comeback?
Definitely not. Got on long gone. You wouldn't need me out there, boys.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the night. How are you, Cameron? How are you going? Who's your tip for this evening?
Good, Dino. I'd have to say either Cooter or Macca would be a tip tonight, mate.
Thank you very much. And Sarah, who's your tip?
Cooter.
You're looking very nice this evening. Where'd you get your dress from?
Envy?
Envy? We'll go and have a good time. How are you, Brendan?
Yeah, man. How are you?
All right, looking very fine as usual.
It's the club kit, mate.
Fantastic. Now, who's your pick for tonight?
Cooter. I think Cooter will win.
You reckon you're one of the favourites?
Nah, Macca won't be too far away.
Fantastic. Looking very nice. Have a good night. A big year this year. Not for you yourself, bit injuries, few injuries?
Missed a few games, yeah, so missed probably 8 games for the year, so...
Who's your tip for this evening?
Andrew McKay, I think.
Would you give Brendan Favola a chance?
Yeah, give me a chance between him, Cooter and McKay, I'd say.
How are you this evening, Corey?
Very well.
Now, you're looking forward to a huge night.
Yep, no, it should be a good evening, catch up with all the boys and have a few quiet ones, so yeah.
And you've been out through to injury, so obviously maybe you're not a chance of winning tonight, but wouldn't write you off. But who is the chance taking the honours tonight?
We were just talking about it then in the car. I reckon I'd probably like to see Andrew McKay win it. I don't know, I reckon the big bloke with curly hair, Brendan Favola, I reckon he could be a pretty good chance. But I don't know, probably out of them two, and then maybe Anthony Coutafurtis as well. So, geez, I've covered a big field there, haven't I?
How are this evening, Mr McCormick?
How you going? Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, your first Carlton Best and Fairest, how are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it should be a good night, eh?
Do you rate yourself a chance?
Absolutely no chance at all.
Then if you were to pick one player out of the whole side, who do you think will take out the honours tonight?
I'd say probably Kuda tonight. Yeah.
How are this evening, Lawrence?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Now, your first Best and Fairest ever, how are you feeling?
First for Carlton, yeah, I've had 2 for the Crows, so, but yeah, no, good, bit nervous, but...
And who do you think's going to win tonight?
I reckon Campo. Campo to shoe in, I think, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
How are you, Matty? Big night this evening.
well.
Who do you give the chances this evening?
I'm thinking McKay will win and Kuda will come second, but you don't know with these things, but I'm thinking one of those two.
Thank you very much. You're looking forward to a big pre-season, a big 2004?
Oh, for sure, mate. I've had a couple of bad years with injuries, so yeah, really looking forward to a couple of good years now.
How are you this evening, Andrew?
Yeah, not bad, Frank. No drama.
Thank you very much. The captain of the Carlton Football Club. Now, I've just picked up your photo for $5 at the shop over there. Your odds certainly going to be shorter than that.
Oh, no, I wouldn't imagine. I reckon I'll be coming third.
Third, I'm going to actually tip you for first, and good luck for the night and have a great evening.
Thanks, mate. I hope you're right.
The night is about to begin, so without further ado, here it is, the Carlton Football Club Best and Fairest.
In season 2003, we had 6 young players make their debut for the Carlton Football Club. The 3 most prominent was Brad Fisher, Jared Waite and John McCormick. Very stiff competition, but I have great pleasure in announcing Jared Waite as our best first-year player.
So Waite comes in for his first goal in senior footy. It wobbles off the boot, but it's good enough for full marks. And well done to Jared Waite, his first goal in the AFL.
I'd just like to say a couple of words about Jared. He was the only player in 2002 to not play a senior game that was on the Carlton Football Club senior list. What he did was over pre-season, he set himself, he embraced the philosophy and the programs put in place. He lowered his skin folds, he put on 7 kilos, he led as many running sessions as really is physically possible. He pushed himself in every repetition and he listened to the coaches and he improved his football. He played first round and from there he never looked back. He played 20 games for the year, and after coaching the VFL and you coach young players, the hardest thing to get them to do is work without the football. And what we do, we take a stat, we call it our defensive pursuit skills: chase, tackle, smother, block, spoil, and we measure them. And at the end of the 20 games that Jared played, he was our leading player on average with 16, and that's an outstanding effort, and it shows the mindset and the commitment he plays with. And in a lot of sense, it was a very difficult year for Jared, and I'd just like to leave you with the round 14 appearance where he played against Melbourne after the passing of his father. We're trying to rebuild this football club, and we all know he's a father-son player, and that day he displayed the character under pressure and the emotion and passion for the club and the commitment that we all need to display to build this club. And it was a very emotional day, and I don't think many people I've been in footy 25 years at this level, or 20 years, that could have really stood under that pressure, and he come through. He was one of our best players, and he displayed the athleticism and the skill that's going to take this club a long way. So we thank you for that, Joe.
Thanks for that, Ross. I'd just like to thank everyone on the list. You've all been great support. Rats, you've been brilliant as a captain. Enjoyed watching you play. Just all the best for next year. Dennis, thanks for giving me the opportunity. All the new boys, thanks for your support. Fish, you're a top bloke. Hopefully we'll get this club hopefully a lot higher where it deserves to be. And we're just looking forward to the day where we we go a bit better than we did this year. So thanks everyone for support, and yeah, thanks for this. Cheers.
Now, Wadey, congratulations on winning the Best First Year award. Now, how does it feel?
Yeah, thanks, Dave. It's really good. A lot of great players have won it over the year. I think Brett Thornton won it last year, so it's just great to be known like as Best First Year player.
How did you find your first season of senior football, considering last year you didn't play a game?
It was yeah, it was really enjoyable. It's definitely better than last year, playing in the twos all year. But yeah, it's been good.
And not having a game last year, being the only player on the list not to play a game, do you think that helped your development this year to sort of give you a bit more of a spur on?
Yeah, I think it gave me more motivation to play a game, and I was just really happy to play in the first round, and to get 20 games was even better.
And Jared, considering you had such a good year, what's your goals for next year?
Just to play as many games as possible, not get reported, and play as many games as you, mate.
It's my privilege to present the Best Clubman Award of the Carlton Football Club, and can I ask Andrew McKay to come up? Andrew McKay, those of you that had his testimonial dinner the other night probably heard enough from me, so I won't go through that same speech and say what I did about Macca that night, but a couple of things here. He was recruited for one of the great football clubs in the world, the Glenelg Football Club in Adelaide. He debuted in 1993, which is fantastic for us. He helped us win a premiership a couple of years later. He's a four-time All-Australian. It just shows how consistent the bloke is. 1995 premiership player, appointed captain in July of this year. He's played 244 games, and he started off with a really big bang. We used to always say Macca, he's kicking a few goals, is terrific, but he's 240 games divided by, 28 divided by 244, Macca. I don't think your goal tally's quite as good as how you started, but 28 goals not quite good enough. Like to say, he's been a great friend of all of ours in here. Terrific bloke. Sam's been great for the girls and the blokes as well. Had a lot of good fun, a lot of great nights, but Macca's true talent's on the footy field. Been a great teammate, great friend, great defender, and helped us along. The way he stood up this year under great duress, as well as the other senior players, was fantastic, and best club man you couldn't beat.
Thanks, Tex. I too won't bore you. Gave me a bit of a warm feeling the time you're seeing those highlights of the young kids. It's fantastic. I'd take my hat off to Jared Waite. Had a fantastic year under a lot of duress. The other guys, Fish and all that crew, fantastic. It just gives us a little bit of hope. We had a shocking year this year. We had a shocking year this year. But Wadey, we will turn it around, I assure you. And it won't be long before we're up the right end of the ladder. Keep supporting us, and thanks very much. Obviously means a great deal. I suppose the best clubman's reasonably well respected around the place, but certainly I think probably what it does mean is that I won't win the Best and Fairest award. I think that's what it does, mate.
We don't know about that, Andrew. I think you're the favourite here, mate, and everyone wants to see you win one, of course. And we've had some great past winners too, in Damage Hogg, who's won the Best Clubman Award. But what significance is placed on this award amongst the player group?
No, I think it's certainly a fair bit of significance amongst the guys. Obviously there's been a fair few names, as you said, Hoggy and Bowie and Mance and Mill and Fraser Brown and all those sorts of boys. Sauce and Braddles have all won it, so it's held in very high regard. So it's a privilege and honour to win such an award.
I'll tell you what, I think I'm the only bloke who hasn't won one yet, Macca. So, does this award hold any extra significance to you when you consider the difficult season the club has had?
Certainly has been a difficult season, for a number of issues. But I suppose it's a little shining light. Although you don't look for the individual prize in such a dismal year. I mean, you'd give all that back to have a successful year, that's for sure.
Did you enjoy captaining the side after Brett Radden retired?
I did, Anthony. It was good fun, although it would have been a bit better fun if we'd won a few games. My ratio was a lot better than Rats's actually before I took the job up officially, so I think it's on par with Rats's average ratio at this stage, so we need to pick up a bit so I can get that ratio back up.
Excellent, Andrew. Congratulations once again, and thanks for spending the
Evening, Scotty.
Good, thanks, mate.
You're looking very good today, and tonight it's going to be a good evening. How do you think your chances are?
Oh, well, obviously there's probably 5 or 6 guys like every year that will probably put their hand up, so it should be interesting. A bit closer than everyone thinks, I reckon.
And if it's not your good self taking out the honours tonight, who will it be?
I would like to see Andy McKay.
How are you, Carl?
No, not too bad.
Yeah, you haven't quite got the tie yet. You're still looking for it?
No, actually I lost it last week when I was doing my dry cleaning, so I've just got to go get one from the merchandise shop to see it.
Okay, well, more to the point, Carl, who do you think's going to win the great Robert Reynolds Trophy tonight?
I think Anthony Koutafidis, Brendan Favola or Scott Camporelli, they all played the best throughout the year, so yeah.
The absolute legend of the Carlton Football Club, how are you this evening?
Very well.
Now, you've been a champion for the club for ages and ages, and you've won best and fairest in your time, so who do you think's going to win tonight?
I hope Macca wins it. He's, he's always been knocking on the door, and he's got that close, and hopefully he gets over tonight.
Well, congratulations on a wonderful career, and good luck with the rest of the future.
Thank you.
Thanks.
How are you, Simon, on this huge night for the Carlton Football Club?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Who's your lovely partner?
Bianca.
Bianca, and who dressed you this evening?
Myself.
Yourself, you're looking very, very fine. Who do you think will take out the best and fairest this year?
Oh, I think Favolzi might take it out. Brendan Favola, yeah.
It's definitely a dark horse, and who do you think will take it out?
I think Brendan might just sneak in there too. He might just knock Macca off.
He definitely kicked 63 goals, so he's got a big chance. Thank you very much for your time. How are you, Brad, on this huge night for the Carlton Football Club?
Yeah, it's obviously a very exciting night tonight, and yeah, looking forward to it.
It was a good first year for you. How do you rate your chances tonight taking out the best and fairest?
Yeah, fairly confident. I think I've had a pretty good season, so yeah, we'll just see how we go.
You got a rookie nominee, but besides that, who do you think's going to win it this year?
I think Andrew McKay deserves to win it. Yeah, he should play really well.
And Brendan Favola, this 63 goals?
Yeah, he's my well, not outsider because he's probably second favourite. Yeah, he'll go well.
Anyone with hair like that should go all right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks a lot, mate.
How are you this evening, Blake?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Who's your tip to take out the award tonight?
I reckon it'll be a close one between Macca and Koutafidis. I reckon Macca probably from the big Kouta second.
How are you, Jimmy Plunkett? Good, thank you very much. Nice hair. What do you got in the hair this evening?
Trying to follow you, mate. You've set a good trend to follow. So,
fantastic, looking spunky as with your suit. Now, who's your tip for this evening?
I think Macca will win today, mate. So.
Macca for a show?
Yeah, he'll be in there, and maybe Kouta as well. So.
Any dark horses?
I reckon you'll go all right, Dino.
Thank you very much, Jimmy.
Later on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's my privilege to be up here with the other guys and present the Encouragement Award for 2003, and it goes to John McCormack. You got anything for John?
Say a few words, John. Give him a couple of lines.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for that, Trout. I guess at the start of the year, I would have been happy just to play one game, but to play like around 20, 21 games, it's been a really big honour. So I'd like to thank the coaching staff for giving me the opportunity there, and I'd just like tell the boys to stick together, and hopefully we'll turn around our team's form in in the next couple of years, or hopefully a bit sooner than that. So thank you.
Hey John, congratulations on winning the Past Players Encouragement Award. How did you find your first season at the Blues?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good, Cooter. Good bunch of fellas down there at Carlton, so yeah, it made the experience a lot better.
Now you came across from the Kangaroos. Were there many differences between the two clubs?
No, I guess they were pretty similar. Like Dennis was at the Kangaroos, of course, last year, and he sort of ran the club fairly similar to what they do at Carlton now. So.
Now you were promoted off the rookie list, which is pretty hard to do. Played in your first match of the season. How much of a buzz was it to play in your first game?
Yeah, it was good actually. Like, it was a bit of a shock. It was only luck that one of the guys got injured prior to the first game, and I was lucky enough to come in for that game. So yeah, I was wrapped.
Now, is there any one person who has been a major influence on your career? Apart from me, of course.
Yeah, Cooter's definitely number one, but I guess parents for all the work and effort that sort of they put in when I was a junior and that to take us around to each of the games. So the old man, I'd say.
Thanks a lot for your time, John. Have a good night. Enjoy it, mate.
The final tally of votes. Cole, you might like to run through those.
Darren Hume, 79. Matty Lappin, 120. Brendan Favola, 129. Anthony Koutafidis, 135. And the winner of our best and fairest for 2003, Andrew Mackay, 177 votes. The Robert Reynolds Best and Fairest Award winner.
Great to have an individual success like Andrew Mackay. To think that you look at his record, to think he's played some 244 games, 19 finals, 3 grand finals, 1 premiership, 6 straight State of Origin games, 4-time All-Australian. I just think it's a mighty contribution. To think tonight that he adds the Carlton Best and Fairest to his achievements. Andrew is a great team player, walks very quietly, a very humble person. His attack on the ball is second to none, and I know that when I came to the Carlton Football Club, I rated Andrew Mackay as a very, very good player. It wasn't until I'd seen him play that I realised that he was an outstanding champion, and it's just so fitting at this stage that he's won our Best and Fairest. At stages during the year, he held the team together. His direction and role model example of the younger players, he was an inspiration to all, and I really think you should give Andrew Mackay a real round of applause, and I welcome Andrew to the dais. Thank you. Congratulations, Andrew Mackay, the Robert Reynolds Trophy Award winner for 2003. Terrific, son. Thanks,
Thanks, Dennis. Johnny, you're right, are you? 50, mate. Certainly like to reiterate the words of the coach tonight. A lot of thanks goes to a lot of people throughout the club. I've been here 11 years and most of those guys have been there for that time. The support staff, the trainers, the masseurs, Bully in the property room, Ray, Greg Jarvis. I mean, I could go on and on. Certainly administration, Cole Kinnear's been there for my time. Cole's been a great support to me. The supporters here tonight, thank you very much. Keep supporting us hard, you guys. We will get better, I assure you. And it won't take long. It won't take long at all. I'd quickly like to thank the guys on my left here. It's interesting, you come to a night like this and you see great players like Brett Ratton and Adrian Hickmott retire. I take my hat off to Rats. He's an absolute champion. Hickey. The vibe that Hickey has left behind in this club is absolutely phenomenal. The bubble that he generated while he was here was exceptional, and we'll miss him a great deal. Thanks to all the guys, in particular the guys that have been there since I've been there, Cooter and Agate and Bowie and all those types of boys. I won't name everyone, I'm sure I'm going to miss a lot of them. But, you know, we did have a pretty average year this year, and this is one little highlight in that average year for myself personally, but I'd certainly trade it all back just to play in finals again. And certainly trade it back 20-fold to play in the big one and win it. Finally, I'd like to thank my beautiful wife, Sam. I'm sure I wouldn't get emotional, but I'm just starting to. No, I'm right. It's certainly tough, the years that I did study for 6 years doing the vet and going away and coming back, and Sam stood by me thick and thin. It was fantastic. Thanks very much, George. Well done. As I said, it's been a tough year. We'll improve. I was getting a little bit sick of sitting down there and the young guys coming up and said, you know, hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. There's no more hopefullys. We will. We've got to be positive about this and we will improve. We'll get better. Thank you very much. Okay. I thought Brendan Favola would win and Peter would come second. I'd come third, so yeah, I had a small wager with Johnny that I wouldn't win, but I'm happy to pay him. Happy to pay him. It's fantastic individually, but as I said, you know, I'd trade it to play finals, and certainly you trade it tenfold to play grand final and win grand finals, and that's what we play for. We don't really play for best and fairest and all that sort of thing. We play as a team. We like to win as a team. But certainly it's you know, a good feeling. It's satisfying to think that you've, you know, given a fair bit this year and been rewarded for it. Yeah, not really, Budge. I don't want to coach. I certainly haven't got the football brain for coaching. I've lost enough hair already. I don't need to lose any more. So all the hoo-ha aside, just winning a best and fairest is, you know, fantastic. Never in my wildest dreams would I've imagined coming to Carlton winning a best and fairest. Never in my wildest dreams would I imagine coming and play football for Carlton. I had no concept of playing AFL whatsoever as a childhood, or when I was a child. So yeah, it's certainly something different, and yeah, it's fantastic, and that's probably all I can say about it.
Well, that's it for Carlton's 2003 Best and Fairest. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations to all of tonight's winners, and we look forward to catching you next time right here on Fox Footy Channel.